Hey everyone, welcome to another casted game of AoE 4. On the right, we've got some Chinese letters, I don't know what they mean, and on the left we have the kid. Now the kid has gone for military wing as the Abbasid, which I find very interesting against the English because obviously the two spears that come out aren't going to do anything. However, it does make sense because you are getting two archers, which is very good because the English can, as soon as they start their push, they can do it with longbows and barracks, and it can be hard to stop if you don't have the stuff. But the thing is, so trade wing, we have a market in the middle, so trade wing is totally off the table. Eco wing, I usually go eco wing against English, but eco wing doesn't really feel good, and we see immediate stable drop. Amazing. Eco Wing doesn't really feel good unless you go 3 TC, and I don't know, going 3 TC against the English can backfire a lot. However, I thought this was going to be a 2 TC military wing, but we could be seeing a 1 TC with just a bunch of archer spam. That might be really cool. Like, look how much we have on wood right now. We have 12 on wood. Let me switch this over to caster mode. My bad. Yeah, the kid just going balls to the walls here. No eco upgrades at all. Everything, he's only gathered 100 gold. Everything else is going to be into units. And I think this could be a really cool way to play this matchup. Because as the Abbasid, if there's one civ I don't want to go up against, it's the English. Because the English have two annoying things they can do. They can push you hard, 1 TC, and when they'll go spearman longbow at first, and you can push that back as Abbasid. But once they start adding in man at arms, it gets really hard for you to deal with it. And then like when you're in the middle of a push and you've gone greedy with multiple TCs, it's hard to actually repel it. Okay, so our English player has only made 2. Okay, our English player is going for 2 TCs himself. Which, another thing to note is the scout, I don't know if it knows that he's getting all in right now, because you don't expect Abbasid to do this ever, basically. And the thing about the Abbasid push is they can immediately go for battering rams and siege, because they don't need a blacksmith to research it. Okay, and we are seeing 2 on gold now. I think this is going to be for boot camp. Boot camp providing 15% extra health. It does mean that these archers can survive an extra arrow shot, which can be very nice. Let's see where this TC goes. I mean, you would ideally like to make it here, but it's not going to go down there. Yeah, he's going to put it in the back, which I think is very smart. If, let's say, the English player made the TC here, that gets rammed down so fast. But yeah, as I said, Eco Wing, it's not great unless you go 3 TC, because you are paying 100 resource to save, like, you know, about 180 or something on your TC. Which isn't very much value, but if you go for, you know, an extra 2 TCs, then it suddenly is a lot of value. And then Culture Wing, I've never actually really done Culture Wing except for hybrid maps where it's really good. I feel like it hasn't been explored too much, but you know, Culture Wing is pretty good. It's discounting the cost of your age up by 20%. Which I feel like you don't want to fight English in that long of a feudal. Kid just massing up right now. He did go for wheelbarrow. No boot camp. Which, I don't know. I feel like you want to get the blacksmith down as soon as you can and just get that arrow defense. Because when you're in this 1 TC situation, you know, you are kind of on the clock a little bit. Because eventually the English player is going to outscale you. And now the kid might actually try to go for this extension TC. It is very hard to get TCs when they're in the back like this, but he might go for it. Looks like he's gonna get a Vilpick here. That's pretty good. Oh, 2 Vilpicks? No, just 1. Or he could get some more over here though. Yeah, but really, the kid doesn't want to be doing this. He doesn't want to be diving these TCs. Oh. I totally missed this. Okay, he's not going all in. He's deciding to make more TCs behind this. Well, that's my bad. I was like, dang kid, your aggression is so slow, but he's not actually. We see this is this is military wing into aggression into 2 extra TCs. Yeah, I think this is probably. The thing is, what did we accomplish with this push though? We kind of made a lot of units and we got a villager kill. I mean, I guess we kept his we kept the English player in his base, but you know, we could have done this with only like making the 4 horsemen is a really good amount of horsemen because that will one-shot a longbow. Actually, this is actually the perfect amount of archers and horsemen because 8 archers one-shot a spearman and 4 horsemen one-shot a longbow. Ooh, we didn't put a mill on these berry bushes, which means that these things aren't actually gonna get that extra boost that they get when you put a mill on them. You can see these ones now have 350 out of 250 on them. Which, I mean, this map is Lippany, so there's a lot of berry bushes, and it's not too big of a deal. And right now, the kid needs to just survive, mainly. He is going to be down on about 4 workers, but that Abbasid bonus, 20% extra resource gathered, should be good for him. However, he is down about 600 army value, and if the English player just decides to push, which he's doing right now, he might be in trouble. This English player, he knows his timing. He made a lot of units because he thought he was going to get all in, and so did I. And now that he's not getting all in, it's time to be the one to play aggressive. We are seeing a lot of... Is the kid just going straight to castle behind this? Wow. Alright, well let's see how this one goes. I think we are going to get enough gold to get castle before the longbows get here. However, we don't have enough army to fight this right now. The kid down 2-1 on army value. And I think the big thing is, I think the scout went down earlier. Yeah, there's no scout. So this English army is kind of walking around blind. He doesn't actually know there's more TCs. And he doesn't exactly know where to hit. It is going to be an eco wing behind this, which is good because just for the fact that it allows you to do your farm transition when you need to. And if we had seen an all-in push right now, then I think the kid would be dead. But we see these barracks added in. Once you get up to like 5, 6, 7 gulams, suddenly all these longbows and spears become worthless. Yeah, and we are getting the iron undermesh. Our English player doesn't have his +1 arrow attack. Huh. All these farms the English player had to make because he wasn't out on the map. I actually did slow him down quite a bit, and that was... I guess that was the value that this push generated, just forcing the English to make farms just that little bit earlier than he wanted to. And I think the English player is going to be caught completely off guard by this castle age. If he saw the gold, he might not be, but like, when you see your opponent go castle, especially when it's Abbasid, who gets their castle so slow, you know, either you think you're in a good position to push and you just try to get as much damage dealt as you can, or, you know, you just go back to your own base and go castle yourself. So, it is going to be the first option. He is going to push, but This should have happened a lot sooner. I can't help but think that, like, look at this army value. I can't help but think that if the English player just pushed 2 minutes ago, that the kid would be dead, basically. Because one, the benefit that longbows have over normal archers is they're doing 1 extra damage. They do 6 damage instead of 7, which these ghulams have 4 armor and castle. They can get up to 6. But they won't have that until they get their +2. Oh, but the kid's already getting this, ignoring all the other upgrades, going straight for the +2. And that does mean that the longbows actually will only be doing 1 damage. Yeah, but I feel like the English player definitely should have made another scout just from one of his TCs. Just the lack of scouting is probably the English player is very behind right now. We're down 5 vills, but we're also it's gonna take a while to get this castle up, and these ghulams do not give a fuck about any of the arrows coming from the longbows or the TCs. And there is definitely a timing where, okay, we are gonna see a mango built right in front of all of this. Oh yeah, he's gonna use the archers, which is good, and he's just gonna run these ghulams through. These longbows should be enough. There's a lot of longbow mass here. It should be enough to clean up this amount of ghulams, but with reinforcements coming in, maybe not. These ghulams are really, really good against unarmored targets. They do so much damage. If you didn't know, ghulams, they attack way faster, and they've got so much health. Like, let's take a look at... Do we have any man-at-arms left, actually? Where are the man-at-arms? Okay, here's a man-at-arm with 120 health. Obviously, it's a few to 1, but this ghulam has 225 health. Like 100, almost double the health for that. And can we just see this mango finished? Yeah, there we go. And this was a horrible fight. A horrible fight for the English player. His whole army gets cleaned up. And yeah, the kid just pulling it through. It's not even that the kid played like really well. It's just the English player, he was just playing blind. He lost his scout, and then he refused to sacrifice a vill to make another one, and he had no clue what was going on. It was yeah, just a really bad scenario. These man-at-arms, I don't even know what they were doing. They were up here burning a wall, but they don't even burn half of it. And now it's gonna be a struggle. I will say, once castle arrives, once you get your upgrades through, suddenly, yeah, we just saw armor trad come through. Suddenly, these man-at-arms have yeah, they can go up to 7. No, they can go up to 8 melee armor, I believe. Yeah, that's only 1 that's gotten researched. And these men-at-arms only go up to 12. So the ghulams would only do 4 damage to these men-at-arms, but not enough blacksmith upgrades are coming through. And where's the gold? The gold's all the way over here. And the rams, they are destroying all the production right now. As well, actually nothing is gathering right now. Yeah, and it's just going to be a GG. Wow. That was a game. Well, I really hope to see a strat that I could just start ponying English players with. Because whenever I play Abbasid, it's always English players. Like, I won't see an English player for like 20 games, and then all of a sudden, oh, let me start playing Abbasid. I'm playing against too many Ottomans while I'm playing Malians. And I will just see like 5, 6, 7 English players in a row. And, it makes me very angry. But, thanks for watching. Sorry for ranting. Tune in next time. Alright, see y'all later.